the clock. Well, as you might have noted, these days we've got no shortage of the political news you need to know about. Well, now we get to some of the juicy stuff that's just a bit more of a guilty pleasure, and for that we turn to Patrick Gavin of the Yeas and Nays, live from the Washington Examiner. And Patrick, when we think of hot guys, Ralph Nader not making any lists I've ever heard of, but if what you say is true, we're going to have to give him some dap or a terrorist fist pound or whatever they're calling it these days.
Yeah, that's true. If you've been following this election, you've no doubt heard about the Obama girl. She's a New York model who does these online videos wearing not so many clothes and professing her love for Obama. Well, we spotted her real name is Amberly Ettinger, here in D.C. hanging out with Ralph Nader. So who knows, Ralph Nader could be a spoiler in this election as well if one of Obama's biggest supporters in the Obama girl happens to switch sides at the last moment and vote for Ralph Nader instead. Talk about a last-minute surprise.
Yeah, that's a big one. And let me ask you, I got to get some details here, Patrick. Where were they spotted? What were they doing?
Well, they were spotted going into Ralph Nader's D.C. office. As far as what they were doing, the people at barelypolitical.com, which runs these videos, wouldn't exactly say what, giving these vague explanations, which leads us to no other explanation the fact that you can expect some sort of video coming up soon. My money is on the fact that you'll probably see her trying to convince Nader to drop out to help her guy, Obama.
Okay, let's go with that for now. Okay, now we know parties, big events, a big part of the Washington scene. Nobody wants to be left off the guest list. Now there's a list out there ranking the events so you and I don't have to get so upset when we don't get our invites.
Absolutely. BizBash.com has a magazine, and in one of its first issues, they rank all the parties every year, and some of them are pretty to be expected. The best arts and entertainment event is the Kennedy Center Gala. The best holiday event is the White House Easter egg roll. But what I found interesting was the best political event was actually the State of the Union address, bumping the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which you either love it or hate it, bumping the exclusive Gridiron Dinner, which is one of the toughest tickets to get in town. I personally don't find the State of the Union to be that interesting, but this magazine says it is the political event of the year.
Yeah, which leads you to wonder about who's on the top of the other list. If they list the State of the Union at the top, you got to wonder.
I know.
Patrick, we thank you so much for that. It's fun chatting with you, as always, live from the Washington Examiner. You have a great one, sir.
You too,
We'll talk to you again next week. Well, Top.